right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
Clive. Go on, then. Finished, are you?
So what do I owe the honour? For St. Fornian, do you? Anything else?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you?
Cole said it was an army of Akash.
How are we supposed to do our duty in the hills and crawling with a cash?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so. You earned this. All done?
Clive? Where the hell is everyone else?
They're all right.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things.
Then I'll check the workshop.
boils if Talia ain't around, eh?
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask... God.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone, do you think Mid's ship will have the same?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep looking. What do we have here? Oh. I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. Huh. Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Right.
Well,
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first
opus. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hit...
Wouldn't those two and their...
How are we supposed to do our duty in the hills?
Cole said it was an army of Akasha.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break
What didn't you break?
nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. It... See?
And you had nothing.
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the... So we pressed all... like this. See?
All right.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There.
You fixed... Sid fixed... He more than... Yeah.
They started playing when I removed this.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was... This... let's just hope it's the stuff ships them.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some...
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye.
Actually, yes.
Dion left.
Unless you've another word for stood up. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelus before commandeering one of his dinghies.
No, we're not the Prince's keepers.
I'd rather he did so in bed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened.
Though I may be sometime.
Then at least...
And if that fails, try to stay along.
Every moment I waste here, the further the flag... Ship sails. I have to... get back.
Cole said it was an army of Acacia.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Speaking of which...
Worried about him.
Afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but... I saved this posh knob while I was... So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could... And... seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're...
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose...
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to...
All right.
She can't kick. Glory to Griga. There you are.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but she won't hear of it. Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in days. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if...
I know better than to order to...
Oh, thank...
Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. We all admire your dedication.
I will. Until then, we owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing.
Oh, it...
Not my tears. Tears of mercy.
You wouldn't. There must be some...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest. You do well to remember.
We have all the ingredients. I can make them.
Just tell me.
There is a species. Bring me one. I'll make sure.
Thank you, Clive. Who's that sulking over there by the lip?
Bloody hell, Clive.
That remains. August tells me that the sight of it clearly upset you.
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no. If it weren't the ring...
It was. It brought back some unhappy memories.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that...
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was... We apprenticed together.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last ring brought it all back. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought, Pot.
So it was a nice ring. What?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea. The fact is...
So what?
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village. My armor keeps you lot safe, and as far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's an... Because the curse breakers deserve... And I refuse!
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy.
Then just this once. Swallow your pride. And for keeping the curse breakers, provided you can do that, you'll hear no...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? It's not like you'll be going...
All right.
Magic. So...
In Dravost.
Dravost, eh? Just north of the fields. Got that, Clive? And I'll make sure Black...
Good luck with that.
He's a surly soaker.
Cid?
Vaguely.
I'm afraid so. I fear that, however...
I can't...
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards. Morbles, I believe. The Endeavour? That is correct. As for... Why?
Our time?
Well...
Cid! Heard you were in Canberra fetching your men.
Miss Shirley.
How can we learn to be...
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone...
This is no time to ride. No use calling Ambrosia now. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Rodrigo could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Hopefully one will be enough.
The free cities under sea.
Faster!
Don't get surrounded. Straight home now. Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting...
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you, I suggest.
That's what I'm ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, it was meant to be I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now...
All right, just...
Yeah, I promise I'll...
Go on, then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravozd. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't...
There's a river of bad blood, but if someone can build me a...
All right.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our
Forge on the hill.
Good luck.
I have some things for sale. Thank you. Go safely now.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. You're not welcome here.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you...
He's travelled on... He's waiting.
Then I suggest...
Didn't you apprentice...
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting these bearers flames and next up...
We're never gonna be able to
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and... Oh. And if you're struggling to find your way out, that prick knows that he's not wanted here.
All right.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
But if we can't fire the forges, how we...
Let me guess.
As a personal favor.
Well...
There'll be no talking him round.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, what turned the village...
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped. There are two kinds of smiths. My kind, who are in it for the love of it, who labour on a single piece from dawn, and the other kind, who are in it people like Zoltan, whose work the kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among... There wasn't a single day we weren't eaten bit by bit. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a bad chief than I. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered until the crystals ran out at any rate.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive, Dravozd won't last long, so... The way I see it.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. This place was your home. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. Let this. Dravozd will show the... Wouldn't you agree, Augur?
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch?
I know I'm off, but I'll be needing some help. Building a furnace isn't exactly us a favour, and round up any...
all right.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me. I need leather for the bat. Luckily for us, salamanders.
Time for a spot of...
Be safe.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Thanks, Gal. Too slow. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
What's this all about, then?
Don't know. Any trouble finding this?
Nothing I couldn't.
Right then, for everyone pulls.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it would.
You know what this meant?
Sorry about... that thing you built us is... you saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. What is it?
Pit Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to... That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and our secret for yours. I've always envied. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to... No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. But he took all his... Is it any wonder
The cinders would mean more coming...
I need to forgive him first.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done. I reckon he's going to be at it a while...
See that you both do.
All right.
Hey, that's not Blackthorn, is it?
These things are going to take some getting
How's it
used
staying
to.
so hot without a crystal? Yeah. Give it a week, and you'll wonder why you ever bother with crystals.
He was a fucking genius.
Let's run through it again, shall we?
Cole said it was an army of a cash.
Thank goodness you're...
Is this what you need?
Yes, I'm loath to give a patient Alicia. A single dose dulls even the most agonizing. It may be a gentle way to die, but I wish there wasn't.
How are you feeling?
Light.
Good.
Thank you, Daya. I'm...
He's gone. Thank you. And you, Clive.
Oh, see...
The man you helped today back in the Southern Isles. I was still a child when they shipped me to their triage tents. To treat the wounded with my gift. But in such blighted lands...
An art we would build.
Tears of mercy were his.
And a kindness sit.
You know as well as I what life is like for a bear. A commander may care nothing for the... I've no tears left. I've seen too many of my... Something, and we need to be...
And we will.
I hope...
Gentlemen.
Yeah, well, the whole village turned out for everyone except Zoltan, that is.
Oh, but that reminds me.
Pit Golson, how'd you come by this? And you're sure?
I'm sure. You didn't...
Yeah. You know, every time you put on mail, there's no greater honor for it. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness. And if that helps save even a single life, what was it you said he called me? Huh? It sounds like I better get to work.
It's good to see you back on foot.
I don't know how you pair put up with me, but I'm grateful now.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are.
A little healthy competition should be...
You're not wrong. It's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let... No use grumbling about... Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? That it? Fine.
Let's try. That's all. That was definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.
Which song should we listen?
He's a surly soaker.
Sid,
Here.
What an amazing specimen. When? When? It is just as I hoped. Witness how the Morganbeards have taken to the blighted soil. How they bloom with here to... Why, I dare say such a vine graft would yield similar results when applied to other specimens.
I'm glad I could be of it.
You've not only helped us, Sid. You've saved. Do you recall the extract with which I provide? I took a moment to distill some more, but this time with the petals from the... You must accept this file as...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Which song should we listen to?
Those imps are going to creep now.
I were right, Clive. My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me? Here they come!
I'll take care of these fuckers.
I'll have an earth-breaking here once the spear into the heart of every man in the cliff.
About that offer, Cam? How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast!
Oh? I haven't got this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next?
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
Don't let the coffee get heard. We don't to pay and I'll be damned if I'm going first.
Slow.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
But I thought he was...
Confound it. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round? Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield?
My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Always on my ass. No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! You plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engine's dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friends. 'Tis not blood that runs through a nation's veins. These foes will not fall easily, but they will fall.
Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up?
As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Well, I've already killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, run for it!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ha! You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Brandalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio! Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, you can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Greek of mercy. All this. What have I done?
My lord.
between here and Waloed. But any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Gregor's gas!
One of us.
Hard a port! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
Bloody hell! Out of starboard!
going to die. It's on the butcher's bill.
I need to hurry.
You came.
Get back.
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still!
Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
In earnest, then.
Can you go on?
I think so. But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade. The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The Blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve.
Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
Get as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this. Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Rise, Mythos. In the short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Defend yourself! All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods.
Nice try.
I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are means of persuasion that might. Raise your guard. Mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us,
It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying
is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God. No.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit one's unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become.
But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
The others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only
wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself? I think it might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. to those I love. And I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill. We will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherjar is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Mid says Odin split the brothers tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherjar, she was in urgent need of repair. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail.
You sure that's wise?
Show me a city where that isn't true.
We're running out of time. We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. Still, we'll keep at it.
Let's hope so. I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it. How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe, yet still it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to... Oh, it was crystal. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man... I'm sorry, brother. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels that...
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon,
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you? Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy. All depends on where we're putting into port.
Yes, as we have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might...
The Professor! I'll go and...
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this wreck.
I do.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised all yours? Come again. I may have... More for ya.
Heard the bad news then.
What bad news?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old. Well, anyway, the mine's just down the road from there.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Zoltan and Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on. If something ain't done soon...
I won't let that...
Didn't think...
Does Black...
I thought it might be better if he didn't. You reckon we should...
No.
Yeah.
How are you doing? Here you go. Think you can help?
How was she? The Enterprise.
Don't tell me.
Oh no, I'm work. It's got a revert, but let's just say it gets only mithril engines. The trouble is, and I hear.
If it's for the...
Oh.
So?
We've got a couple of examples.
More fallen. So this smelter is similar to...
That's right. And what's more, we've collected as many as we can. And I know.
So you want me to visit some...
That's it, and we're only 3 short. There's one up Amber Way, and another in...
All right, then.
It'll do.
With Canva in the hands of Akash... I need to find him.
So, she don't need sails?
Then again, why settle for low-born chaff when we've honest-to-goodness royalty right here beneath our roof? If Prince Dion cannot see my love for him, then perhaps the Phoenix will.
We've run out of...
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You'll break your back stuffing all that in your satchel. The stew's awful.
What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot.
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris.
I'm afraid not. My job, actually. When she heard what the...
Did she?
Following up, once they'd settled in. The bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked. I'll go and find her.
If she's not moved on already.
Why would Doris insist on going alone? Come on. Run like the wind. Damn it. The whole village has turned. Back to the stables, girl. Ambrosia won't help me here. Time to fight. Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest. I'll need to deal with these ones first. Nice try. Oracle Echo. This is it. Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Clive, I'd like you to take something seeds for I'll keep providing them with what, but if Eastpool's going to survive, as of those poor bears, they've lived their whole lives in servitude. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest out to provide for them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the wagons are Wade's putting a...
All right.
Thanks. There. That...
Gizal Green.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. Better that than... And chocobos, they ain't exactly succulent.
I'll take your word.
Anyway, I'll go up there.
I'm sure you...
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and roll.
Nearly done.
How do? Thanks very much.
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
Want to know how to tell if the world's going to rack and ruin?
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
The people of the rest may seem to be in high...
It's been a pleasure, Doc. I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to...
You. I heard you were out.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Air. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away.
That was her just now, so...
I'd say so. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted Bear after her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach. She hired herself. She's dangerous, Sid.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort.
The Baum Archers, soon to break.
Good. How did Doris come to know a slaver?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming.
Back to civil.
With all haste. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is.
Yes.
Oh, it appears we have company. Kill him.
You're welcome to try. So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I surrender.
Cid!
Ah, Doris. You know, I always wondered, casting your lot with this
Better fighting for a cause than killing for... I'm sorry, Cid. I should have told you. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be wept. She raised me like a daughter. And
It wasn't all terrible. You were always so eager to learn. And had such... But you proved yourself... How about it, my little dagger?
I never swore my blade to you. Not to liberate the bearers of this... Farewell, master.
You always were, or perhaps that's the reason...
What do you want to do with...
I am not the killer she wanted me to be, and she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though.
All right.
I am.
Then I should head back to the...
Welcome back, Cid. Doris's message just arrived. I hate...
With any luck, they'll be joining us in... Owen, your letter.
I'd been hoping as much. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months, she's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it can't have been easy for
I'm sure it wasn't.
I hope so. You had quite the past yourself before you... Anyway, thanks again.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
Ah, what brings you to...
A delivery from...
These are... Martha's keen to cut the ape. I jest, of course. But they'd long since gone to sea.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers so that they'll be able to...
That's not a... These bearers had only recently escaped... They know little of freedom. Unless we teach them how to live, not that myself and the Guardian... It's about time we... Unfortunately, we've been a little...
The Horde! They're coming.
It's time it all. I thought... Gather the men in the school...
Yes.
The Horde?
A Kashek. A veritable lead. We don't have the...
Now you're out of...
Precisely.
What if you could...
You mean the bearers?
So wait. You said you lack men to defend them. They may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians.
You're right. I will... My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Cid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbered...
Thanks to you.
Me?
Lord Rossfield?
So what's the plan?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the...
You're going to lure them in?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources by coordinating our withdrawal through the use of mess with luck. That and for you and I.
A sound plan. I'd say you have... Please.
Ha!
Sir Wade!
Then we work together, each shielding for
Rosaria!
We've no time to...
And I will do...
Suppose we'd better do our...
Right.
The calm before the... And here it comes. I will not let this village fall. Fire at me! It's over! Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rushfield!
What is it?
Owl from the rest.
Or the better half of Sir Wade?
Hard to say. My men are still... I could, or...
No. You stay here too, Sir Wade. I'll go after the... Join me only when...
If you're... May the fountain...
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Next one's mine. I might...
Ambrosia won't help me here. Come on. All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rock...
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. We were able to eradicate... I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for... I hesitate to say it, but...
I think it might.
We saved East... Thank you, my friends.
No, Sir Wade. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold.
We never had nothing to call our own before, but now we do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your... But there's no doubt in... We're free men now. We have to fight to protect...
And we shall. This is our home.
They'll have us to...
Come on, then.
This village isn't gonna rebuild it.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. Your father took pity on the bear, and I believe if he were still with us today...
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord. After all, this is my home now, too. And I could hardly...
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, sir. But you should be proud, or I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't speak of which, I ought to be getting...
Can we continue to count on your support?
Of course. And us Rosarians have got...
Indeed we...
And Clive, come buy the gold. I ain't paid you for delivery.
All right.
Lord Rossfield, clearing the goblins from the... There's one sight that I shall never forget. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor. But every time, I would think to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never...
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria...
Thank you, my lord. I know...
The hero? It's lucky you not only did...
I just did...
And it's so... Take it.
Thank you, Mum.
So, Eastpool and a home to free bear...
Well, it was your right.
I know that, but... I suppose the rest ain't... You know, bearers living free like that. Reminds me as I am to recall...
I take it you didn't always see eye to...
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I... In fact, that's how I met him. He showed up at the stables one day. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. But got right under my skin it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could... And do you know what he did? And then I did the same.
And you were?
Well, we both, just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? He certainly didn't lack for...
Indeed, but the loftier one's ambitions, which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to...
Suppose you're right. And if we don't manage it, good thing we've got a few half-decent... It's almost in a... Anyway, better get back to work. The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meat.
That sounds like a...
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
You deserve a rest. Enough of you, are there? down. One to go.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught?
Perhaps. My brothers, have you learned anything of note since
Little and less.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will, even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in...
Fallen ruins, I take it.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft cited as if protecting the secrets.
Secrets we'd see.
Should our mayhap it would please you to
Would that be possible?
Of course. As perchance you are familiar with Kretov. I was due to visit my colleagues there. If you would consent to do so.
All right.
They will be, might I suggest, it will lead you straight.
Thank you.
I wish...
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight. Even here in Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk.
Sell anything today?
As much.
Ready, go? Faster! Don't get surrounded. That's all of them. Owain can uncross his toes now.
The Dominion's all but done for.
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
Could be trouble again.
And you're just gonna fall into line?
I don't trust this Duke.
Oh, Clive. What am I to do? My wards and I...
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty...
The High Cardinal?
Leader of the Council of Elders. Second, not that any of those things still exist.
And what does he want with...
He wants to transform it, a foundation upon which to build. He's already secured the...
He would rob the...
Believe me.
What does Captain Philippe make of it? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around.
How? A man whose stated aim is to revive the... The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel. No. But given the mood around town, mutiny may...
Who could blame...
Clive, would you, for your services to Northreach, and unlike Philippe... Well?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then. In the garrison?
Overseeing the troop.
All right. I may have met this duke before. At the Remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
We already have a leader in the Dane.
Halt! Oh, sorry about that. You got some business with the cat?
No, actually. I was hoping I might be able...
We're under orders not to let any... But you should be all right. Wait here.
So, you are the and I shall see it repaid. But tell me...
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought...
Ah, you are worried the expanded yet you needn't be. Pride of place, in fact, but no more.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely which is more than can be. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe... with Caer Norvent as her citadel. We need only build a wall around both. Plans are soon enough. These thralls...
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense.
The people will do... If Sanbreque is to be one whose authority... That is why this... so that any man who wishes to join the army might... And yet, there are those who persist in peddling the...
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have...
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before...
Without an empire...
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Grieger...
Do not take her name in...
I'll come back later. The citizens' revolt. I wonder what the people really... It wouldn't hurt to ask them. Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Do you think he was the only one who survived?
All right there.
Just your opinion. I wondered what you thought.
Not much. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up. And now he's trying to drive us out. If the Dame...
That so-called Duke is asking too much.
Sell anything today?
I've been hearing a lot of...
Nothing going around, and we've hardly...
I take it...
As far... Just need his...
So, you were right about the high card and all?
Half of what comes in is barely fit for pressing.
The garrison salvaged what they could.
What do you think?
A question. What do you think of the Duke of...
You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for something.
If he thinks we'll do whatever it...
Whatever it...
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
think he was the only one who saw it?
And you're just gonna fall into line?
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Well, I mean, look around. The traders think the Duke... And if that means people who don't know one...
It's not only control of the garrison he wants. We already have a leader in the day.
One at a time now. Is enough for it?
You're the one who's talking to...
On the Dame's behalf, yes. What do you think of his...
I'm a soldier, mate. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame. That's where my loyalties lie. Not with it. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off...
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans... Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not... All I know is that unless... Look, no one likes... Once Sanbreque is back on her feet...
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Well, what do you think?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any...
Captain.
For you? So thank you for last. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about... Do you intend to go along with...
To tell you the truth, it's my sworn duty as a...
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier.
That's right.
Well, she doesn't agree with...
Thank you, Clive. Protecting the people I love. Well, thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Clive, were you able to speak?
I was.
Well, it will, though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople who they deserve to be heard, Clive. To have...
Sadly, His Eminence values their I fear he sees the people. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different... Soldiers, meanwhile, are content, and not just because of the Duke's rank.
I thought as much. But I thank you for trying.
I don't know about that. What happened? I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But...
Because I realised what really mattered, not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those, but I'm certain they're not finished with us. And when they do come back, we need to stand with you to lead us, milady. It was you who finally convinced there's no point following orders if they go.
Indeed.
All of us. That has always... We have only to turn... Thank you, Philippe.
Anything for you. Speaking of standing together, I fear His Eminence...
Not at all.
Wouldn't be the first.
There may be hope, especially with men like you, and I, for my part, shall continue. But I suspect I shall have until then.
Until then.
Ah, Clive.
That is good news.
Yes. But I still have much and more. You couldn't do me a quick favor.
What is it, this?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and I'll find out exactly how much faster I need...
All right.
Thanks, Clive.
Don't blame yourself, El. I know, no buts.
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from the talks with the Republican arm. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium. Though prices have fallen of late, but the Consortium offered double what we...
And you had no opportunity to make a counter?
None at all.
El? I saw Vonnie leaving.
And with good reason.
But I thought, how did the Consortium even find...
It's not so surprising. This isn't over. I'm going to Randalarm.
Alone?
Are you offering to be... How kind. You go to Cash. Even if I failed, someone needs to prepare the place.
Oh, and that's... Well... For meeting this... She'll never join. She means to...
You have to trust her.
You're right. And if El's off fighting for the... So I bid you farewell. I'll gather my... You go to Randalar and...
I'll do my best. All right. To Randalar.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, sir.
Good, thank...
I'll fit him to the smelter right up. Me? The Telemon furnace!
She's a beauty.
You saved my beacon again, Sid! And
It's fine.
Oh, don't say that.
You could just...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. And I reckon I know it's a metal, see?
Stretchy metal.
That is the... So...
Thank you, Owen.
Shh. And I wanted to get some practice in using that method. Can't think of any right now, but maybe even out one day. Oh,
They'll hardly believe their eye.
Clive!
I just wanted to see how the town's been.
Since we, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad, and firmly at the helm. Just as the...
Are you a lord? They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. Speaking of men, there may be a rather
May therein.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and they have formed and they grow more.
We'll fight them all up, won't we?
Of course we will. The longer we avoid fate, our best hope is by finding those Ned, perhaps certain.
How could I
Thank Victor. I have him.
I'll go and speak.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor? That's easy.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition. Still in Dalimil.
Ah,
I thought you'd have returned to Costness by now.
I did. I've developed, having worked so sentiment, Master Luke.
You're not the only one.
What is it?
He asked for my aid, and he said that you might...
Then you've come at just the... There are more camps in the vicinity, but we must...
All right.
There's one up...
Leave it with me.
Let's go. Faster!
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
That's him! The one who killed Locke and Finger!
I'd better leave it.
Sid. Ah, I see the...
No, but...
No.
What is it?
The whole town is saying that Lubor...
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. Some of the children spotted when Lubor felled him, and without a Christ.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years. If he has, well, I wouldn't still.
Fuck.
I don't know where we...
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. Well...
We're sorry, Luke, but we just...
There's nothing to be sorry for. All that matters to me...
Look at him talking to... All lies, I'll wager.
Once people make up that we need to do something, convince the people...
You're right.
I'm glad I'm a down. You had to make... They know, Lord.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, I can't promise anything.
And that is all.
The bastard's been lying to us for as long as we... Why do they always have to make such a fuss?
He knew all along. Forgive me for disturbing you.
As have I, Lord. The rumors...
He'll never be mayor now. But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is... In this at least, he's done the town a service.
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to...
So what do you propose? Will you drive?
Perhaps. And they will thank you.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was...
Nor I.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things.
All right.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten guilt, perhaps?
I assumed...
There's still...
But perhaps not.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. We'll talk some sense.
No. And your efforts would be better spent.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie. To yourself be true. That rather an ironic one when you can... But I do not doubt that she will, and so must I be. And now, I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil, for only united can they hope to... I'll need to make a suitably dramatic...
Don't go, Lubor. We'll be all alone.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I...
How could it possibly be for the best? The least you can do is give the townspeople...
I would not take it, Victor.
Overuse. And so just like that, you're going to... I thought you were better than this, but it seems you hadn't...
Victor.
Forget it.
Are you sure you're making the right choice?
Of those available to me, I believe it's... but where are my manners? Right then.
If there's anything I can...
I'll bear it in mind.
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
If you can swing a hammer...
Clyde!
And the Akashi.
Mostly off to the north. Told old Snot enough for the villagers to...
Well done.
Welcome. I'd never have guessed, you know. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravo keen to help us out?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without...
Blackthorn.
Oh. One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down, unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved it. So then, long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers.
Then your idea of an apology.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was...
But that ain't the whole of... Vulcan, he left it to me. The best Bloody, if someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not... Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let...
So you wasted half of mine.
You're what Dravo's needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work, and I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your...
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. You can finish beating each other up once...
Fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clive. Short enough on time. Still, give us some... You,
We can't...
Right, you are. Don't want any... Oh, and... Blackthorn.
Akashic.
How close to that?
Within sight of the wall. The wash, right?
Good idea.
I'm prepared to...
Well, let's hope you don't. Once the scouts are in, no heroic luck.
August's right. I've seen what the people here are tough and...
I'm going out. Start work on the...
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. It won't come to that. Take good care of...
Leave it to me, and...
All right. Which one of you's first?
Garuda!
Is that it? Apparently not. They're not getting past me. Too slow.
question is, did I miss any?
Man alive!
I slew it.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot more.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall.
Good.
In time, yeah. But we can...
Sid! Enough to give those Akashic but mostly...
I'm afraid I've only... There's no getting rid of Eddie, meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end...
And that's if the flood don't spread. I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but with ether floods springing up all over, it's no less... We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded.
All right.
As for you, Black, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you, so...
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking out.
Too bloody... I always envied you. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally. Something I hope you see the sense of it eventually.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but our work used to be the pride. Now... It's not about the craft. I wouldn't send my sons to war. I've kept working, honing the average castle apprentice has as much passion for the... Come back to us, Blackthorn. I'll even man those bellows of...
That's a kind offer. Kind of. There's people who trust their lives to my steel. But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like...
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me...
I never thought I'd see...
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd have.
Sid.
And this is...
A token about... Designs for a certain sword have been part...
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. I'll admit your cinders make impressive steel. And I've learned to hone an edge over the engravings on that thing. And they're not just for show.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravosden? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs between the two of us.
Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
As long as he can keep us.
Right. Zoltan.
The beast was charging at me.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we run out of papio nuts and all.
We were just about to make a start on...
It's funny. The steel, meanwhile, will be... And that whetstone from the Outer Isle? And the final flourish...
A team effort, led...
Now. Save that talk till the thing's finished.
Right. To the bellows...
Well, bugger me.
The sword to end it. I, trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you.
So?
It'll take more than that, but we're off with it.
A list of material.
Zoltan and I got...
We reckon with those items there.
That's a weapon I'd like to...
I was hoping you'd...
One legend at a time, eh?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past.
No need to thank me for the sword. I'm happy.
Do you reckon we finally got to the bottom of Blackthorn's troubles then? That'd be something, eh?
And if it hadn't been... So, what'd it be? That it?
Let's go. Faster! No mistakes. Nice try. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. This might take a while. You deserve a rest. It's over! Too slow. Let's go. Run like the wind. Thanks, girl. Oh no. You'll pay for this. Still be survivors. Stay down. Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader.
Should have stayed in the pub. These must be Cyril's
You have our thanks.
Who are you?
Ah, I did not recognize you. We are archaeologians, tasked with surveying this site. Thanks to them, and to you.
You call that? Your brothers might still... Surely this survey was...
We are charged with a duty of the highest import.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you?
I know they would. They gave their life now. To what?
Cyril told me of your work here.
I see. That is most kind. May the Firebirds...
It's one thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Think no more of us, my lord. Only deliver our findings to the fair. Here.
My thanks. I shall study them.
Cyril, losses which could have been avoided. Were these your...
No. Every Undying devotes his life to the...
Even when death is of...
My lord, I fear that this is not a... The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations. And your opinion... We live to serve the Phoenix.
Cyril, I know that you and your... But allow me to offer you a word of it. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal... Provide your survey parties with an escort. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how... Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you, if you will permit me to respond. And we of the Undying, as first shield to the Phoenix...
I do.
Then we are of the same mind.
What's happened?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of it.
When are they gonna let us through?
No use calling Ambrosia now. Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest. I hope I didn't keep you. Did you arrange to speak with the
Here they are now.
You wish to consult?
I did. It's about... We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them up.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an... It was only our regard for you that kept us, and so we resumed.
I did not hesitate, but what is done is done.
Alas, you are too... We rarely take on such. Uncle, the bearers belong to...
Who is your buyer?
A trader from a most demanding fellow. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed. That's what you get when you deal...
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent. They pay good money for bearers, not fit for the knackers.
That does sound... No matter then. And with it, my
associates will be...
I'm so...
As am I. He was right. The Silver Peak Consortium, their representative hinted. I feigned interest in joining. As soon as he left, I...
So you...
No. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out.
You tried.
I did. They deserved... I wanted so bad.
Eloise! Word from... A pack of beasts have cut. Theo and the others are trying to... They need help.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you. I'll gather...
Hold on, Theo. Let's go. I can walk from here. Where's Theodore?
Upriver! He led the dragon. We just have to pray.
I can do better than... Time to fight. Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does. Looks like it's found me. And this thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Too slow.
Theodore, you had me worried for... We have to get you out of here.
I think it might be a little too late for that. Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Cid, for finishing what I could not. For keeping Elle's dream.
Theodore!
Don't make me do this. Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Elle.
Theodore.
Take care of my sister.
Theodore, wait.
Goodbye, Elle.
Thank you.
That was true brave. His first instinct was always to protect people.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could
To live my own life. He never could come.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first Barry.
We grew up in Canva. And I was chosen to inherit. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo, a late bloomer. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 50s. My parents tried to drive him out of the house before they could.
Theo told me something. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing, but he said you deserved a better life than this. Just as you freed him from...
I would be lying if I said how much easier my life might have devoted myself to the... But I have never... Being with my brother meant more. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I... He was never a burden, if anything.
You weren't, Eloise. That he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You did whatever, and you always would have.
You're right. It was so we could beat him. Oh, Theo. I know we can make a difference here. I need nothing more from... So I'll carry on doing what we do, bringing smiles to and to Theo's. This is the life I have...
I've made a choice of mine to continue helping you however I can.
Thank you, Claire. Let's go on to get...
Don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
Clive, if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Help you today, Clive? Here you are. Come again. I may have... More for ya. Covered in nicks and lumps. The lot of